We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Hello all. In today's module, we will be discussing the topic Introduction to Management. My name is Neetu Tripathi, Assistant Professor, Department of Humanities and Science, Apollo Institute of Engineering and Technology, Ahmedabad. So before moving to the core content, let me summarize the topics that are going to be covered by today, which includes Introduction to Management. First one is introduction itself. Then we'll be moving definitions of management in simplified words as well as different definitions which are given by different management gurus. Then we will be covering nature of management, and also we'll learn about the characteristics of management, objective of management as well, and at last management procedure. So starting from the first one, introduction of management. As I have mentioned, management is one of its significant stages in history. Yes, if we look at history, we can find number of examples in which management can be observed. Ever since human creation has established, or the time period from which they started to cultivate the crop, to structure, to form the magnificent structures, number of management rules can be seen in those structures itself. So that's why it is said that it has significant stages in the history. In today's world, why management is needed? Since globalization has become the very important way of life, so due to this reason, change in technology, international affairs are some important causes which are creating to generate the need to re-examine the different fields and goals in the all organizations. Apart from that, the concept of management has become essential in the modern world, which is crowded with the uneven growth of population. So it has become crucial. Why crucial? Some of the points which support these things are economic resources which are scarce in nature, also they have alternative uses. Then next one be human resources which are unpredictable in behavior, and they too enjoy unrated mental capability. So it has necessitated the smart use of resources which must be backed up by the strategic manipulation of resources. The whole procedure is described as management. Apart from these, why management is needed in today's era? Some of the reasons are below mentioned. First one is management is the economic growth of country. So describing this by bringing together the 4 factors of production, that is money, material and machines, management enables any country to experience a substantial level of economic development. So because of this fact, management is needed in the economic growth of the country. Second one is management is important in the organized effort, because when many people are working to achieve a common objective of the concern, it is the management which decides the direction and correct way of doing the work in the given time frame to achieve the goal for the organization. That's why it is said that management is important in organized effort. Third one is management is dynamic. Yes, according to the need and environment of society, management decides suitable course of action. Moving to the next topic, which includes definition of management. If we split the term management, we will get the 2 terms, that is managementee. In summarized form, management simply means management tactfully. That is the whole thing about the terminology. But With the course of time, different management gurus have provided different definitions which describes management. Some of them are, as per the Henry Fayol words, management is to manage is to forecast, to plan, to organize, to coordinate and to control. In words of F.W. Taylor, management is knowing exactly what you want men to do, then seeing that they do it in the best and the cheapest way. In words of Harold Kuntz, management is an art of getting things done through and with people in formally organized groups. So, considering all these aspects of management, it can be defined that management is the process or the procedure of achieving, organizing, leading, and controlling by coordination of human, material, technology, and the financial resources as well. Then, talking about the management nature, management is continuous procedure or continuous in nature. It is pervasive, that is, it is spreaded to whole the world, or in simple words we can say it is universal activity. Management is a process consisting of several mental and perceptual exercise which includes to plan, to organize, to lead, to motivate and to control. It is human activity which is one of the important part of management, but apart from this there are non-human resources of management are also known, which are machines, material, money and method. All these together, that means all these five together, human and non-human resources are known as 5 M's of management, which are men, machines, material, money and method. Management is dynamic as it strives to synthesize various ever-changing variables in an unified but in the coordinated manner. It is said that management is multidisciplinary in nature, yes, because it includes sociology, philosophy, psychology, anthropology, science, etc. The question is still debatable that management is a science or an art. Different views have been given from time to time to support this. Normally, it is said that management is more of an art rather than a science because it deals with living human resource. The art of human handling, leadership quality, etc. are the crucial things in managing the unpredictable human behavior. That's why it is said that management is an art. But parallel, it also involves use of human talent which are based on scientific way of doing the things, which is a part of science. Thus, management is a science or art has become debatable. Characteristics of management involve some important highlights. Some of them are below mentioned. First one is management is concerned with the deployment of material, human and financial resources, with the designs of organizations, their structure and the development of the specification of objectives and the choice of criteria for the evaluation of the organizational efficiency. Again, if management is followed in every single organization, it sets some sort of standards. Also, it imposes budgets. It provides planning, controlling, coordinating, and also it leads and motivates the staff members to take right decisions and achieve the goal within the stipulated time frame. It monitors performance and initiates a remedial action plan whenever needed in the organization. Remedial actions are normally taken when the plans are not achieved. Only in that case, management provides or monitors some other plans to complete. Management is group activity. It is dynamic function. It is intangible. That means we cannot see the management, we cannot touch the management, but yes, it is in existence in every single organization. It is goal oriented. It is an economic resource. It is universal in the character. It is a distinct procedure. That means set of activities are done in the organization but in the specified way and the specified sequence. Management is a social procedure. It is situational in nature, and it organizes the activities. It has a definite objective. It is people oriented or the human oriented procedure. It resources or the proper utilization of resources can be achieved only by the implementation of management. It provides the decision making capability, as well as it also enhances that ability in the humans too, required at all the levels of management, either they are top level, middle level or the bottom level. It meets the challenge of changes, it accomplish the group goals too, and management performs effective functioning of businesses. Objective of management, normally it is said what is the main goal or main objective of management. So to answer this question, it is said that primary objective includes to run the enterprise smoothly, but at the same time profit making objective of a business is also always kept in mind while organization of various function is taken under the consideration. Again, the important objective of management is to properly use all the resources and improving the performance of the human resource, mobilizing the best talent to achieve the target or to achieve the goal of the organization, and as well as to plan, to forecast, to pre-activate, to proactive for the future as well. Scope of management. Scope normally defines the circumference of the activities. It serves as the basis of any task, functions, authorities for the determination of inclusion with reference to the defined time period. Management, since it is an abstract concept, that means we cannot see it, we cannot touch it. So its theoretical scope is popularly described as a process of management. Management as a process. Normally it is said that interrelated functions of management constitute the basics of management process, and those interrelated functions are planning, organizing, directing, coordinating and controlling. So let's have an overview. Starting from the planning. Planning basically in itself means pre-activities or the blueprint of the activities which are going to be carried out during the near future plan period. It provides basis for the activities which employees are going to perform in the future. Organizing, establishing interpersonal relationships in terms of the higher, middle or bottom level management. Directing, motivating and to lead and to advise the people of the organization to do the work but in more efficient way, to in more cheaper way, but in the given time limit. Coordinating, interrelate the work of several people for the attainment of the desired objectives. And controlling stands for to deploy the resources so that planned activities are carried out within the stipulated or the specified time limit. So these were the stages of management process. I hope this matter or this lecture will be beneficial for your course content. Thank you.
फिर भी अटकती हो तो मैं फिर बोलूँ, पहले सुनूँ।